Welcome to Happy Hour, a quick sixer podcast with two dudes, six beers, and six topics. If this is your first time joining us, crack open a beverage and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, boys.
Welcome to Happy Hour, a quick sixer podcast. It's your boys, Pat Artist, Drew Pasley. How you doing, Drew?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Right.
Been staying busy.
Yeah. So if this is your first time joining us, Happy Hour is a podcast started from two dudes that did Quick Sixer podcast, which is no longer a thing, but we are restarting, rebranding, and this is how we're going to do it. So Quick Sixer and Happy Hour are basically the same thing if you're a returning person listening to us. But Happy Hour, the way we differ in this is we're not trying to do anything negative. This is it's a happy time, you know? So yeah, so strap in and grab a drink and let's do this. So,
I love strapping in. That's always positive.
Oh yeah. All right. So, in our old show, we used to literally try to drink 6 beers and 6 topics. And on this show, we're going to not do that as much. We're going to go for 1 to 2, maybe 4. I don't know. Drew went 4 on that first go on that. Oh, shit. But anyways, we had to start it out right. This is our first official, actually Happy Hour episode. So, we had to start it off with our original love. You know what I'm saying? That's still
our first rejection. This was the first sponsor we tried to get, and we thought we had them on the line, and they said send us a pitch, and then we'll tell you. Like, if we don't respond to you, that means we don't want to sponsor you.
Yeah,
and they did.
Guess what? No response.
No response. But that's fine. Response. We were still young and naive.
Yeah,
but we got there.
We got there. We got sponsors. But whatever. We did. This show is going to aim to do that. We are actually going to try to point out in these tough times some breweries that you can help out or figure out how to buy their products and stuff. So that's an aim or a goal of this show. Try to help some people, hence Happy Hour, you know what I'm saying? Try to make some people happy, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, speaking of happiness, I haven't had a Stella in a minute. This is happiness.
Really?
Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the last time I didn't have a Stella.
That's the thing. I'm going to introduce another beer in here in a little bit.
Okay.
But, man, Stella, it's just nice. You know what I'm saying? I got that Solstice, the Stella Solstice thing, summer solstice beer. I know we both talked about this off air, but
that's a disappointment.
I wasn't feeling it, bro. It just wasn't. It's just, it kind of tastes like a Corona almost. And
yeah.
No shit on Corona, but it's like, let Corona do Corona,
Yeah, so let Corona be coronavirus, what I mean?
Yeah.
Look, I thought it was, I thought I liked it the first sip. I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then the more I drank it, the more I was like, why aren't you Stella? Why don't you taste like Stella? I don't know what I was expecting from it. Like, maybe it to be like a crispier, kind of like lighter, but it's like,
that's what I was thinking too.
I don't know what it was supposed to be,
that's what I was thinking. I was like, man, this is just like Stella in a clear glass, but not the case.
No, it's not. No,
not
it
the case.
is not.
I'm super glad I didn't buy a full case of it. But anyway, if you haven't joined this show before, basically we have 6 beers, talk about 6 topics, try to do it within an hour. And as you can tell from our last show that we were just talking about, doing that in an hour was a real mess a lot of times. But this go around, we have our things out. We're about to get into it. Drew, you got anything else to say before we get into these topics?
Let's go.
All right. Straight off the cuff is July 5th, 2020. Kanye West has announced his presidential candidacy run. I have no words, honestly.
Perfect topic for a podcast when you can't even say anything about it.
I know, right?
Look,
well, it's like, what?
I'm not surprised because of he's been saying this for a while now, like he was going to run for president or whatever. And when Trump, said that he was going to, and he did, and then he won, I thought, well, nothing's impossible now. This is insane. And so when Kanye said he was going to do it, I was like, man, why is he getting so buddy with Trump and he's going to plan to run against him? And then it happened. It like legitimately happened. Like, I don't know if this was like one of his bipolar rant things or if he legitimately did it, but then Elon Musk tweeted him back saying he gives him his full support. And I was like, I can't deal with this year anymore.
I know, right? Like 2020 can go fuck itself, like 100%.
What I want to know is what it would be like. Like,
I was talking to Meg, my wife, and about this, and she was just like, you know what? It couldn't be worse, right? Like,
well,
the year's already trash. Like, it just could get set on fire even more.
Well, I think that they would be like Trump and Kanye would be very similar presidents because I think that one, Trump speaks out very emotionally. Like everything he does is emotion driven. Like he just like, they hate on me, fuck them, fuck them. Like, like the way he goes off on Twitter. And Kanye does the same thing. If he thinks something's not right, he'll say it out loud, like whatever. So would it be the same decisions? No, it wouldn't be the same, but he would be acting the same way. He'd be like irrationally being like, all right, we'll fucking bomb him. Like, he's like, let's go. I mean, God said bomb him.
You got to think about it though. Is like, is dude just going to like Taylor Swift somebody at the UN or like at like some kind of NATO hearing?
I'm going to let you speak. Is that
hold
what
on.
Yeah. You're going to be at the UN. I'm going to let you speak, but let me just go ahead and say this.
Yeah. He's going to
U.S. is the best country of all time. U.S. is the best country of all time.
Yeah. No. He'd just be doing some crazy shit like that. He'd be like, all right, you know what? We're going to go out. U.S. the best country. Hold on. Let me speak. Yeezus 2 out March 21st. Oh. What?
Yeah, would he release music as president? Like, would be national anthems, God. Like Kanye anthems?
If Jesus Walks was the national anthem,
bro, he do have some anthems though. Like, don't even lie, he got some Jesus.
I'm not playing around with that. He does. I've seen Kanye.
Imagine it on that kind of platform where he, as the president, releases music and says, "Just replacing the national anthem."
What about dude wins and then for his acceptance party, right? He goes out and just does a full show, and he does like an album release like that night. He's like, everybody getting the new Yeezy 5s on this shit. Everybody that's here, use my real supporters.
He starts performing Dark Twisted Fantasy. 808s and Heartbreaks.
10th anniversary.
He just starts performing them hits.
Oh my God. Just hit me with the classics. Oh my God. That would make Kim Kardashian the first lady.
That's something. That's special right there.
Right?
That's special.
That's something, man. I don't know. I'm an optimist like at heart, but there's some things I just don't want to be hopeful for. I don't think that's one of them. Also, this could be one of those ploys to like get like the third section of votes like away from people who we need to get the votes,
Mm-hmm.
On a real note, like, which I really, really hope that's not the case. That would be, oh my God,
you never know what's going to happen.
You really don't, man. 2020 just throw a curveball at you. It's like, oh man, guess what? It's still hurricane season soon. Here we go.
About to fuck up the South real quick.
I know. This won't be out by the time. Speaking of hurricanes, this won't be out by the time this happens. But Drew's birthday is tomorrow.
Oh, damn! Shouts out to me.
Shouts out to Drew. Cheers to Drew if you have it. Cheers, whatever.
Approaching that mid-30s real quick.
32 hitting you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. I don't know if I have any more to say about Kanye. That just seems like a pipe dream that could come true. This year is just like whatever.
Yeah. I feel like this year has fucked us in so many ways, but what it has done for like online content, speaking of incredible. Netflix, speaking of new shows, actually, things have come up.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that's come up. Like, did you see, we're going to get into, actually, we can get into this right now. So our next topic is actually about, is like what we're watching type of deal. But, some of my favorite, not some of my favorite, but a favorite episode of mine from The Office is, I think, getting deleted or changed.
Wait, what are you talking about?
So, with the Black Lives Matter movement, a lot of racist shit's getting erased from the internet. And Netflix has put, no, not Netflix, but The Office,
NBC,
and yeah, basically NBC shows are editing and or removing certain episodes that contain like blackface and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just so happens one of my favorite Christmas episodes is Dwight's Christmas from The Office, and there happens to be a blackface part in that episode.
Wait, when he dresses up as that creature?
Yeah, when Dwight's like Bernschnickel or whatever, but Oscar starts to read his like the fairy tale about it, and he says somebody like he has like a merry friend that's like occasionally dressed in blackface, and Dwight says something along the lines of, "Oh, we don't stick to all of our old traditions," and then he turns around and texts his friend Nate from the warehouse and like says, "Clean your face off." So I heard that was one of the episodes getting removed, which Bernschnickel is the funniest shit there's ever been for a Christmas episode.
I feel like that's weird to remove that particular episode because it is, one, it's satire, and two, is pointing out the fact that doing blackface at the current state is not okay.
Yeah.
So if anything, they should highlight that episode and say, look at these idiots and learn from their mistakes kind of thing. But
maybe,
but I understand there's like a deeper level to that, the sensitivity to that. So even satire could kind of be going over the line a little bit.
Yeah. I hope that the episode just gets edited. So like they just cut out that part of it or something, because the rest of the episode is hilarious. And I think, for a lot of people give shit to The Office about the last 2 seasons without Steve Carell, but I think it has some of the best episodes in the whole series.
Season 2?
No, 8 and 9.
Oh, really?
The last 2 seasons. It really, like, without Carell around, it kind of gives Dwight's character even more time to shine. And like, I don't know, if I was going to rename The Office, it would definitely be something along the lines of The Evolution of Dwight K. Schrute. That's what it would be called, because from the first episode to the last one, he is a completely evolved human, in a different way. But
for sure.
Anyways, this topic is not about The Office, even though I could talk about The Office all day.
I got one thing I want to say about that.
Okay, go for it.
So what's Ed Helms? Who did he piss off in the writer's room to just destroy his character and make him the biggest douche in the world? Like,
Dude, I feel bad for that character all the time.
yeah,
I'm like,
it
it's
is
sad.
horrible.
It's sad, but then like when he gets to the point where he sails away on his boat,
Hmm.
like from the second he comes back from that, he's the worst. Like you hate him like the whole time.
Yeah.
Like
I,
when what's her name comes in and like just takes the manager position because Andy's not there.
yeah. Yeah, that's all I'll say about it. It's just
Yeah, he definitely did
he
something.
was such a great character in the first couple seasons that he was when they introduced his character.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
Weird tangent actually on that. When him and Jim are at that branch before like they moved back to Dunder Mifflin Scranton, their boss is this dude named Chip, who is on Nashville on the last season of Nashville that I worked on. And it was like towards the end or whatever, and they gave us all these like commemorative posters. And he was like in the parking lot one day, and I was like, Chip, come sign these posters. And he was like, oh man, I gotta run. I was like, Chip, sign the posters right now. And he literally came in my office and signed 2 posters. They're sitting in my attic above me right now. Went to good use, huh?
that's that artist ass making people do shit.
He was bummed. He was for real bummed. I don't feel bad though. I was just like, whatever. You're the only person from the office I think I've met ever. So whatever. Anyways, so this topic was originally supposed to be about the resurgence of Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix. I don't know if you've dug into this at all, have you? I know this is your shit too. Some true crime ass.
Bro.
Oh my god.
Was it the producer of Stranger Things too? Is that right?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it is.
I didn't dig into it like that. I was just gonna say me and Meg have watched we watched all the episodes already.
Oh, it says at the very beginning. It says like produced by actually it says it in the you know how they do the autoplay trailer if you like hover over it?
Yeah. I didn't do that. We just went straight in.
You just gotta go straight in.
Yeah. You know.
I haven't finished all of them. But some serious business.
You know, I think it's so interesting that they bring it back now, though, because what is everybody doing but sitting at their computers or at home doing nothing? Like if the ones that aren't solved don't get solved, I'm going to be surprised, honestly.
See, this is the kind of like reboot resurgence that I'm into because they can only continue to do good with this show. Like they could have potentially messed it up by like overproducing it or doing something or whatever, but like this show's formula is so good, like you can't really mess it up. And it's not like they're going to do a previous episode that the same exact way or like try to make it look the same, because that's not how the show works. It's all about new, discoveries or like people trying to figure out unsolved mysteries.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was really into it.
And you haven't watched all of them though? Are you going in order?
Yeah, I think I've watched 3 or 4 of them so far.
Are you to the ghost one? Not the ghost one. The aliens one yet?
No.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
Oh.
So good. I'm about some aliens episodes.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I watched that first one. I guess this isn't really a spoiler. We could talk about this. So
yeah, full spoilers for the show from here on, if you're listening and you want to skip a few minutes.
So the very first episode with the dude that supposedly jumped, off the hotel.
Dude.
So this is my question. So it's Belvedere Hotel.
Yeah.
What do you think that they deleted that footage because they didn't want to deal with a lawsuit? Like, do you think that that's the logical reason behind that? Because when they asked for the footage, that particular day was just gone, or that night was gone.
That is weird. No, mine's way, way weirder. my theory.
Your theory? Go ahead.
My theory is definitely he stumbled across some shit. And I actually something got brought up recently that we were talking about this, and apparently that note he left, it lists a movie called The Game, which is like eerily similar to what happened to him apparently. But I guess I've never seen it. But I've just heard. Apparently it's something like somebody stumbles across like some society type shit, and they learn about something they probably shouldn't have learned about, and then they get forced off of a ledge. So
that's 100% what happened to him. I'm not even denying that. He definitely got murdered.
Yeah, for sure. And there's no way glasses, a phone, and flip-flops aren't damaged like that. All right, pause for 1 second. We're going to introduce this. So last episode I introduced another beer by Bearded Iris. This one is called Ever Clever. It's a double IPA. Turn it around. I don't know if you can see that, but this says 8.5 alcohol volume.
I'll see you later, Pat.
All right, bye, bud. But this shit that good, the good. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hold on. Oh, that's nice.
ASMR shit. You be opening.
Oh, I know. Oh, I should start a channel that does that. Oh my god, I'm gonna be
I can't do that.
Can you imagine if I did do that though? Just started like an ASMR channel, just cracking beers and drinking them. I know, but like who would I have on my channel? Just like alcoholics being like, "Oh my god, I love that sound."
You just be slurp. Keep going.
Doing this shit right here.
Yeah. and then you'd be going.
Or take a big ass gulp, like
here. Yeah, and then just put the throat on that. Bro, this is taking a weird turn.
It's weird, right? Okay. Anyway, we're not gonna do that channel.
We might if you pay us.
Maybe, I don't know. Reach out to me, crazysisterpodcast@gmail.com. Anyway, no, what I wanted to say about the show is not only that it's like I'm psyched that it's back, and like true crime is really like it's been on a, I don't know if it ever peaked, but like people have been like way into it. I feel like in the last 10 years, probably like just really into it, but I wanted to say that this dude, I remember back in the day watching this show with that creepy ass host. And I don't know about you, but like back in the day, that shit used to freak me out. Like, oh shit, like motherfuckers get murdered like this? Like, really? Like, hold up. Like somebody got dumped off the side of a road, or like, nah, they just were never found. And I'm like sitting here as a teenager or whatever, being like, hold up, people don't get found sometimes? Like, what's up with this? Like, who is this creepy white man telling me what to do? Like, I'm not about this life,
I noticed that it might be more episodes than this, but two of the ones that I watched, the like bulk of the people who have information lawyered up.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, it's illegal for them to say anything because they did some bullshit. No, fuck that. Somebody murdered somebody, and you were saying that it is illegal for a witness to say anything. That's some bullshit.
Yeah. You're telling me that the friend, you're telling me that friend that friend murdered that dude. Like, are you kidding me?
What are you talking about?
The hotel episode. The friend that he went to go work for.
Oh yeah. That one and the Party in the Woods episode where all of the people from the party. What the fuck?
That one was like, I felt bad for that friend that brought him though, because like he knew he fucked up. Like he knew. Like, come on, man.
And what's even worse is like he probably straight up is lying about why he left. He probably just like wanted to go home and the friend didn't want to go or something like that. Or like the victim didn't want to go home or like just some bullshit like that. But he didn't want to look bad. Cause I feel like I've been in that situation with the Irish goodbye. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like
yeah.
I was just like, I'm gonna dip out without saying anything.
But
And
you aren't leaving somebody behind though.
dude, this happened to me one time and I got left
No.
downtown Memphis
Oh,
and
that's not a good look.
at Rayford's. Not
Why?
you
What?
know, remember Rayford's?
Yeah.
So it was New Year's Eve, straight up having the
That's
time of my
not
life,
good. Oh yeah.
having a good old time.
College time?
Yeah, good,
Oh,
getting
shit.
good, and feeling good, drinking all that stuff, blah blah blah. And my buddy left me completely, and I was down there, and yeah.
Just keep going.
So that was New Year's Eve. I randomly, this is like one of the greatest like single stories that I have in my life, where I looked at this girl and she looked at me, and then we made out without saying anything to each other for the 3, 2, 1 countdown. And we had a good time after that or whatever. Don't worry, Catherine knows about this story, even if she's listening right now. So after that, we partied, danced, all that stuff. My friend leaves me. And then things between me and that girl kind of cooled off. And then I was like, fuck, I'm here alone. And like, this girl don't give a shit about me. And so I straight up like went up to her and I was like, hey, you got to take me home. I was like, I can't. I never taken a taxi before. There was not Uber or Lyft back then. Like
really
I was
wasn't.
downtown with no car, drunk, and I'm like scared of getting taken advantage of by a taxi, like paying too much or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I sat in that girl's lap on the way home.
No, you did not. In somebody's car?
I sat in that girl's, for some reason, I don't know
random
why.
Car?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
And she drove me home and I threw up in her friend's backyard.
Oh, beautiful. That's cool.
I made it home eventually. No.
Okay.
That was the last time we ever talked.
That's okay. It's probably for
I think her and all her friends and stuff saw me throwing up in the backyard, but it's okay.
Dude, speaking of throwing up, I have a quick little throw up story. So there's I used to work back in the day during college when me and Drew met. I worked at FedEx at night from 10:30 to 4:30 in the morning. Sometimes afterwards, a crew of us would go out to breakfast, and we went one time to a CK's diner, which I don't think there's any CK's left. All right. In Memphis, there might be one, but we went to the CK's, right? And they had this thing called a Big Buford breakfast. Big Buford breakfast is not for
I remember
a human my size. All right. This dude, John, who I worked with, was like, yo, I bet you can't. I'll pay for your meal and give you like $10 if you can finish the meal. And I was like, but it was 2 meals. Like he said you had to finish 2 of them. I was like, I got this, whatever. Bruh. All right. So I think I would have done it. Honestly, I think I would have done it. But when we got in there, the waitress knew that we were doing a bet and put more than what was supposed to be on this meal.
I swear, a waitress always been meddling in some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
She was meddling. She was like, you're not winning this, honey. That's what she was basically doing.
She was like, did it.
And like the breakfast consisted of like a ton of scrambled eggs, like a biscuit, some bacon, like 1 or 2 glasses of orange juice,
hash browns.
Oh, dude, the hash browns was like,
yeah.
So I got through most of it, and the deal was if I didn't win, I had to buy it, and I didn't win any money or anything. So I got through most of it. And then you keep in mind, this is like 4 a.m. So I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I can't eat anymore. Like I could feel the food like in my throat. Like, it was not down, Yeah. Legit. I was like, man, hold on guys. I'm gonna have to take a minute. I literally went in front of the CK's. These diners are fully glass windows, and just threw up in the parking lot. and I came back in. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I won this one. So that's a little throw up on that. But yeah, dude, are you psyched about this Netflix show coming back? Like, is it cool for you?
Yeah, totally. I'm probably gonna finish episodes tonight.
You gonna get that UFO one then?
I can't wait. I love the UFOs.
Episode 5. It's fire.
Speaking of UFOs, you think about Blink-182, dude?
Oh, well, all of his shit got confirmed by the U.S. government.
Yeah, so he was crazy as fuck when he first started doing all this shit, and now everybody's like, oh
shit, Tom DeLonge was right.
Yeah.
It was kind of wild. But like, I wasn't too surprised, honestly. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm glad he got vindicated, and like he's still not in the mainstream or whatever, and I think his reputation is pretty much ruined, but still, like,
yeah,
he I remember like maybe a year ago when things started coming into light that everything that he said was like legit, or if not, the train of thought was legit or something like that, and he was like, told y'all.
Yeah, I mean, he did go crazy though.
Oh, straight up,
like, no doubt about that.
But you kind of have to go crazy when you like stumble on some shit that like nobody else knows.
Yeah. I mean, that is kind of like the thing, though. Is he crazy, or is it just like
when Kanye said, like, "House white," you know, so house white.
But like, are you crazy if you're like the only person that knows, or is it just like, I don't know. Actually, when you watch this 5th episode, there is some Tom DeLonges in this episode that you're going to be like, you just got DeLonged. I see what happened. There's this particularly like this old lady that's like in her 80s. That's like, I wasn't going to say shit. No one was going to believe me. And I'm like, and she's like, I'm old now. I don't give a shit. Like, I'll say whatever I want. That shit's true. But anyway, cool. Go watch that and get creeped out, because there's some creepy shit. Like that French dude. Nah, man. Nah.
Oh no, yeah, fuck that shit. Fuck the French dude.
Yeah, the French dude, I don't know how he got that away with that. Like, that's a lot of man work, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Digging holes and whatnot under a house.
Mm.
Anyway, let's get to our next topic. Next topic is we need an update. Drew has been playing The Last of Us and been trying to get through it. And I told Drew from the jump that it is a game that you cannot play for a long time. It's something else, man.
That's true.
Where are you at? Full spoilers if you haven't seen this or played this game.
So I've moved forward. I've met the little girl, and we're on the way to bring her or get her out or something. We're trying to get her somewhere, and you realize that the characters realize that she's infected, but she's not infected, and she's got a bite or something like that. But like, it seems like maybe she's immune, and the reason why they're trying to get her out is to save humanity or something like that.
That's perceptive, ain't it? Audience, perceptive.
So that's where I'm at, and you are right. Like, I don't know if it's just because of the way that I like to play games, because like I said, I like Apex, I like Modern Warfare, like I like the Battle Royale type games where it's like you get your shit, you go kill, you die and you go back into the game or whatever. And like Last of Us is very story driven, and although I do love those games, it is not what I've been playing recently. So it is hard for me to like go through and just stay in it. Like, I want to like pa, 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 pa.
Yeah, there's a lot of stealth, I'd say. Mm-hmm. And like
which I'm horrible at.
Oh yeah?
I told you this, we didn't talk about this in the podcast or last episode, but I told you, like, I will go a couple days without playing it, and then I'll come back,
Oh yeah.
and then I can't remember the controls, and then I'm
Yeah.
in those like scenarios where there's six bad guys that I have to like sneak around, and then I'll
Yeah.
do one fucking thing, and then all of a sudden they're all like,
You're
"Oh,
done.
motherfucker!"
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think I don't know if we talked about this on the last show, but um, when I played it on a PS3, and I borrowed it from a buddy because I wasn't sure if I wanted to play it after I'd heard reviews about it, of how it's just like it just beats you down and beats you down and beats you down, and then like you get a little ray of sunshine like every now and then down the
Yeah.
road. But dude, that game is just it's just I don't know, man. It's hard to digest. And you know they're making an HBO show about it. Did you know this?
Oh, yeah. I heard about it yesterday, I think.
Yeah, the dudes that made Chernobyl are making The Last of Us Part 1
That's
into a show.
Chernobyl's though. That
Yeah,
Chernobyl's?
that's Chernobyl's. That's that
Chernobyl's
fire.
though.
That's
I know
that
Pat
depressing
said,
fire.
oh, that radioactive fire.
That's that radioactive fire.
Pat, when me and Pat were talking about Chernobyl back when it came out, or back when we both watched it, Pat was like, "You got to watch the miners. That's my spirit animal." Remember when you told me that? And all of a sudden, I see that episode and they butt naked. I was like, "Yeah." They didn't give a shit.
No, they were just digging under this radioactive thing. They're just like, "Do we have any chance of living?" Dude's like, "Nah,
No,
not at all."
I took
He's
the
like,
mask off. Don't take your mask off. You got a chance of living here. But in Chernobyl's, you didn't have a chance.
Chernobyl's he was out. He was out pretty quick. But yeah, dude, I was just like, how are these dudes? What is this for real? Like, you got boots and dick out? Like, what is going on here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I feel like that's a vibe though. Boots and dick out. You know what I'm saying? With like maybe a handkerchief over your mouth. Like, that's a vibe.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know. Maybe I don't know. Rock
Maybe.
that. You know, I don't know. Do what you got to do. Also, they were like, those dudes were like, we're gonna do it like our fathers did it and whatever. I'm like, hold up. How many times do you see your dad boots on, dick out? Like, what's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
What was the family dynamic?
Mm.
What was home life like?
I
don't know. So
never
many
been in that
questions.
situation, but like knowing like I used to camp out a lot, and like you always had to get up, out of the tent to go pee.
Yeah.
And like my dad, we spent most of the time I spent with my dad, we were in the woods, and there is a very like distinct image of like long johns, no shirt, and boots on for when you have to get up to use the bathroom at night.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But not to straight up dick out boots on.
No. Those days were they were their own thing, man. I was like, this is like some Gimli from Lord of the Rings type shit, just naked,
Mhm.
Like, I don't know what's going on. I've never been in that position, like,
Mhm.
but anyway, yeah, those dudes, shout out to those dudes. But
Shouts out to the miners who sacrificed.
to the miners,
They did.
getting after it naked. Oh man.
So yeah, so that's my update.
That's your update. So you're there. So you have Ellie. You've been informed that she might be a cure.
Yeah, nobody said it out right. Because
But it's been implied.
I mean, when she showed it, I thought that's what it was, and like right after she showed it, there was the army or whatever they are like came up to us. So now I'm in that position where I'm like fighting them, and then I quit.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna keep checking in on Drew's progress towards whatever happens in The Last of Us. If you played it, let us know how you feel. But I don't know. Well, what I'm playing, I am trying. I have 31% left in the Spider-Man DLC PS4. I don't know if you can do that math, but I'm at 69% done. So I'm trying to finish that out. The Silver Sable thing is pretty cool. Like it's like the last part of this DLC. Silver Sable and Hammerhead, and it's pretty rad. I suggest getting it if you haven't played it, but that's basically all I'm playing. I don't know. I really don't know if I'm gonna jump in that Last of Us 2, man. Like not until there's a discount.
Yeah, it will be soon.
I might play God of War or something. I have like a couple of PlayStation exclusives that I haven't beaten yet. But anyways, let us know what you're playing. Let us know what we should be playing, and we'll figure it out. Quick60podcast, gmail.com. Or just hit us up. So that was what we're playing. And now I want to get on to what we're watching. So in this time of quarantine, there's been a lot of playing, a lot of watching. And just happens to be on the date of recording this, yesterday was 4th of July. So the last couple days, me and my wife have been watching some American ass shit. All right? Let's get serious. So American. No. Really, we watched Hamilton on Disney Plus. Never seen that. And also sat Meg down to watch The Patriot for the first time. I don't know if you watch Patriot, but that shit is 2 hours and 40 minutes long. That's a long, long movie, man.
Long ass movie.
Yeah. But this got me thinking, like, what are, I feel like there's some movies that are like designated to certain holidays. Like, what would be like your 4th of July movie? I mean, Independence Day is a good one, right?
Well, yeah, that I would say, man, I guess that's the one that I would have said if you wouldn't have mentioned it, because I don't really have like a 4th of July. Like to me, like movies aren't really part of my 4th of July, because I think 4th of July is like grill out outside, be outside. You can't go back in until fireworks are blowing up, like kind of shit.
Yeah.
But Independence Day is a good one to represent.
Yeah. I feel like the same way. Like growing up, being from the North, growing up in the South, it was like you're outside grilling and whatnot. But when we moved to LA, there's not really like a being outside grilling type of situation. So when we moved out there, all my holidays got different. Like I learned about Friendsgiving. 4th of July was different. We used to hang out our buddy Ricky and Olivia's house, and we'd do like burgers and dogs and stuff, but it wasn't like grilling out. It wasn't like, in the South you grilling out all day. You having like pork shoulder, the whole bit, like fireworks, you're doing sparklers and all that stuff. It wasn't like that. Like that place was in Chinatown in downtown LA. So it was like you couldn't really do in LA County you can't do fireworks yourself anyway. So it was like you have to have a permit to do it. So being there was like weird for me. But dude, moving back to the South, like Nashville now, it sounded like a damn war zone last night in this joint. Like this joint was on fire. Like it smelled like gunpowder for hours. And then I swear to you, Mother Nature was like, all right, you guys are done. Just ceiling dropped. Like just rain out of nowhere. Like it wasn't even on a forecast. It was just like, nah, we're done. We're done with this. It was a heavy rain too, like those fat drops. But going back to like movies, I don't know, like if you haven't watched Hamilton's pretty cool. I think I don't like plays really. I think I'd go see it though.
Yeah,
I'm not like a theater person. I know you are.
I mean, you say that because I did plays a lot, but to be honest, I don't really like going to see plays, and it's probably for a different reason than most people. It's mainly like I want to be on stage, just as an actor, like it makes me feel like I should be up there, like whatever. And it's not that I'm jealous of anybody in particular. It's just like that feeling of not being included in that, because like it looks so fun, it looks so great, and like that's what I used to do. And it's like, so it kind of bums me out when I go see plays. But if like it's a good play or whatever, I'll enjoy myself.
Yeah, I figured that was kind of what it is. It was like you were looking at the sandbox, but you can't go play in it.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, I was thinking, like when we were watching it, I was like, man, I bet Drew likes this shit. And then I was like, damn, this shit's kind of bumping. Like, is this what are these beats? Like, this thing sounds familiar. And then like Meg looks it up and like, dude, look up the soundtrack for Hamilton. It's hard. Like, it's legit. And I was tripping. I was like, this is actually kind of cool. I might go see this thing. If we ever get to travel again.
Wait, so on Disney Plus, is it like a recording of the stage performance?
Yeah.
It's not like actual scenes or anything. It's like stage.
It's like the stage. It's the stage. Okay. But I never seen the play. And I don't know if you have.
Mm-mm.
It's cool that their stage has like this thing, like the center spins, like in spin actors, and then like it has like a bullseye almost, like each ring can spin independently. So it's like there's all this like motion without motion happening, and then there's like ladder. It's a pretty cool setup, but
pretty elaborate.
Yeah, but at the same time simple. Like it's cool. I don't know, man. I'm not into plays really. I only went to see you because you was in a play that one time, and telling you, if you weren't in that play, I wouldn't have gone to see it. That's for sure. But
I figured.
Yeah, I'm not sitting through a whole thing like that. No, it's just not my vibe. But we were sitting down, and I was telling Meg, I was like, Meg, we gotta watch. We should watch a Patriot. 4th of July. She's like, all right, cool. Yeah, I never seen it. And I was like, yeah, well, you're gonna love it. It's got Heath Ledger. That's it. It's just got Heath Ledger. But it's also got Mel Gibson, but no one really cares about Mel Gibson no more. Because he went off the deep end a while back. But yeah, she was just like, oh dude, I didn't realize that joint was 3 hours long. And I swear to you, we got through halfway and she was just like, when
part 2 tomorrow.
Like, what's happening, man? Like, can we pick this up like somewhere else? Like, but I was like, no. I've seen this for a billion times. You got to watch like this next scene. Gonna get interesting. And no. It's still good, but I don't think it's as good as I thought it was back in the day. Yeah. There's also did you ever see the second Independence Day movie?
I did, yeah.
Whew. What a trash fire. Wow. That got made. That was real. That happened.
Yeah.
Good God.
You think when they gave it to Will Smith and he was working on Bad Boys at the time, he was like, nah, I'm not gonna do this. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean,
no.
I think
they
about
killed him. He didn't do it. He wasn't in it.
Well, I know. I'm saying, like, I wonder what that script would have been like if he was still in it, because they had to rewrite it because they wrote everything for him and then was like they presented it to him. And we all know Will Smith's made some questionable decisions in his career. Wild Wild West. But
dude, Wild Wild West is fun. It's trash, but it's fun.
But I do like now that he is an internet personality as well as a huge celebrity, that he talks about that shit, and he talks about like turning down Matrix for Wild Wild West or whatever. And I'm like, personally, I'm like, thank God you did, because Keanu is Neo. Like, there's no other person as Neo. But it's really funny. It's really funny to see that side of things.
Yeah, oh man, we got to do a topic about Matrix 4 eventually.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
I know. All right, so stay tuned for that. We'll probably do that.
Let me ASMR this.
Crispy. They say crispy beer. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I don't know. There's like certain movies. I know we've talked about it a couple times on this episode already, but there's like certain things that you watch throughout the year, like my episode of The Office that I like, or I'm not going to watch The Patriot in November. It's just not going to happen. Or Independence Day. It kind of feels off to watch it in December.
Yeah, you can't watch Hocus Pocus any other time besides Halloween.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh, you fucks with Hocus Pocus on other days? You love that movie.
I do.
Oh, yeah, you got that Thackeray Binks cat, don't you?
I do. Also, I was married on Halloween, so I fucks with Hocus Pocus. But how you feel about that Hocus Pocus? Hoka Poka. Hoka Poka. The Hoka Poka 2.
I don't have any feelings of Hoka Poka 2 because I don't know what that is.
Hoka Poka 2 is coming to Disney Plus. Didn't you know this?
Oh wait, is it a new movie?
It's a sequel to the movie.
When?
To Hocus Pocus.
I mean, when was it made?
It's not made. They're making it.
Oh my god. Oh, actually, I do know about this. Yeah.
Yeah. Bette Midler and all the cast are like, they've been on board for a hot minute.
Yeah, Hoka Poka 2.
Hoka Poka 2. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Hold on. What's up, man? Those of you listening, I just flashed that Chapter 2 World Domination 3-6 Mafia tea that I got. Anyways, what's that now? What's on that topic? I don't know. Hoka Poka 2. I'm waiting for that one. That's legit though. Disney Plus. I saw a poll today. All right, tell me what you'd pick if you had to pick out of streaming options, and the other ones would disappear. Don't answer till I sell it for it, right? Netflix, HBO Max. Shit, what are the other ones?
Hulu?
Nah, Hulu was another one.
Wait, what are you asking me?
Hulu on there. Let's put Hulu on there. And Disney Plus. And Apple Plus. 5.
What are you asking me again?
If you could only watch one of those services from now on, what would it be?
It'd be Netflix. I mean, Netflix been there. So,
I know.
But here's the thing. If it wasn't for Disney Plus, I wouldn't have watched Kid in King Arthur's Court the other night.
What?
Kid in King Arthur's Court? You remember that movie?
That's...
You don't remember that? Catherine and I went on this like nostalgic, like 90s movies, Disney movies or whatever.
No, you didn't.
And we watched that, and we watched some other movie very similar. I can't remember.
There was one that I remember.
Catherine, you remember? Ninja Turtles? We watched Ninja Turtles on Disney Plus? No. Oh, we just watched Ninja Turtles. Okay, it wasn't on Disney Plus. It was just we watched Ninja Turtles and then we watched that.
Like the movie? Like the live action movie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
That shit still stands up. That is one of the best films ever made. Yeah.
Oh,
masterpiece.
Masterpiece. Okay. Those suits are like rotting now. Like they're like built of a fabric that rots. And it's gross. You should look it up. But anyway, I agree. That was a huge chunk of my childhood. Hey, Catherine. Those movies. Like huge chunk of my childhood. Those, Batman. That's basically it. Yeah.
That's it. Three Ninjas.
Oh, dude. Three Ninjas Kickback. Equal. Oh, man. We showing our age on this one. Ain't nobody gonna know what Three Ninjas is. I don't even know if you can watch that anywhere.
Download it on Amazon.
Amazon.
I was gonna say Amazon Prime, and then I stopped on Amazon.
Amazon. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Were you into Turtles back in the day?
Oh, hell yeah.
That was your
I
thing?
had action figures. I had everything. Batman, the 1989 Batman Tim Burton film, that is like legit my top movie ever. And
Really?
I watch it now. Like I'll watch it like today and think about it, like how hokey it is and like how like, you know, all that
It's
shit.
awesome though.
And
I
it's
watched it
so
like last
fucking
week.
perfect.
I watched it
It's
like last
perfect.
week for real. I
Yeah.
love that movie. And Batman
Yeah.
Returns too. I watched them back to back. And then I tried to watch Batman the third one,
Mm.
Forever maybe.
Rest in peace, Shoemaker. Oh, Joel died. The director of the other Batmans that weren't so good.
Weren't so good is an understatement. They're just
I
bad.
was trying not to say anything bad while I say rest
They're
in peace before,
bad,
bro.
dude. I know, like recipes might do, but they're bad.
They're
Like,
bad.
oh my god, I'm so glad you brought this up. Have you heard this Michael Keaton rumor?
Tell me.
All right, so you know how the DC universe is trash, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're in agreement. So apparently, this Flash movie with Ezra Miller is reportedly going to have a hold the phone. Your boy is going to come back to be Batman in that movie.
Keaton?
Michael Keaton. Your boy. Batman. I'm Batman. Looking ass. Is going to be back in that movie.
No.
Yes.
I have not heard this.
I want you to tell all your friends, I'm Batman, bitch. Yes,
Yeah.
he's coming back.
That's
Apparently,
insane.
yeah. Apparently, like this movie is gonna like do some weird timeline shit to where like he does some, I don't know, like like a parallel universe type of running or something. I don't know the Flash.
I don't know the
And
Flash either.
apparently, Michael Keaton might come back to be Batman, which is so sick. Like he's the Batman though. Like
he is the Batman.
He's
You know
Batman.
what? You know what I'm fucking with though?
What?
Team Edwards being Batman.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
You
all right
fucking with it too.
I'm all right with it.
You fucking with it.
Have you seen that weird movie he did where he was in a limo the whole time? I forget
No,
what
I
it
did
was.
not. I did not see
That movie's super weird. You should see it.
I really
weird.
love. You see Good Time?
No, but it's on something.
On
I should watch.
if it's not on Amazon, it's on Netflix. It's good.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it. I like him. He's a good actor.
Well,
I mean,
you know the Uncut Gems.
yeah,
Did you watch that?
yeah. It's by the same dudes.
Yeah, it's by the same directors. That if you like that, you're gonna love Good Time because it's like you didn't like Uncut.
No, I saw Uncut. Oh, you know who I saw Uncut Gems with?
Who?
Guess. I'll give you one guess, and I know you'll get it. I was in New York.
Wayne.
That's right. You know, he was like, yo, you got to come see this movie, Pimpins. So we went and we saw it, and I was like, this shit pretty good. It's insane that Adam Sandler didn't get an Oscar nomination for that. But
yeah, his Adam Sandler's speech at the Independent Spirit Awards was funny because he like called out the Oscars. He was like, "Oh, fuck you!" He did his like Adam Sandler voice. Like,
yeah,
it's funny.
That's what's up. Shit, no, Robert Pattinson's a good actor. I don't know. Some people hate on him, but like, it's just because of the Twilight shit. Like, all right, you're an actor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. If you were offered that role, knowing it's going to be a huge phenomena, is there any doubt in your mind you would turn that down? Dude, for the paycheck alone, you're just like, hold on. I got to be a vampire for a couple movies, and it's going to be cheesy, but this also could be like my Harry Potter moment.
which he was also in. But anyway,
Yes.
Cedric Dickories.
R.I.P. You Denison.
R.I.P. Dickories. I'll say this. I would do exactly what Robert Pattinson did, where I would like take that role and get everything, done and out of the way with so I can go on to do the movies that I like. It's what Daniel Radcliffe did.
Yep.
And all those other kid actors who like did something big and famous, like I think like Elijah Woods didn't get to that point where like his movies were successful. I mean,
but he started his own horror movie company, and he's doing everything himself he wants to do.
Yeah, he did something different, which I also appreciate. But like, I think if Elijah Woods if Lord of the Rings happened the same time that Twilight happened, Elijah Woods would have the same career as because of social media.
Saying Woods?
Is it
Wood? His name Wood,
I'm Southern. I put S on everything.
Oh, that's true.
That's why I say, it's that plurals.
Phones. Like, you see how my mouth just fucking doesn't move?
Phones. I'm glad you called me out because I'm sure the listeners will be like, what the fuck? Why does he keep saying Woods?
Why does this man keep saying Woods, though?
That's because I put plural on everything.
Hold on. I want you some ASMR. Okay.
Look at ASMR. But I'll say this for sure. Like, he would have the same career because of the times. Like, right when Robert Pattinson did that, he was able to do all of those independent films, and everybody was still like looking at him like, ooh, what's he doing? He's mysterious.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. But like, no, if I was an actor, I'd do the same thing too. I mean, and we've seen like Emma Watson, Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, even Malfoy. Even some of these movies these kids have done are like pretty good.
Also, to note, similar situation, your boy Shia. Shia was a mainstream A-lister, and then all of a sudden got outed, nobody want to work with him, and now all of his fucking movies are quality. Like, everything he does is quality.
But he also, I don't know if you've seen the Actors Roundtable with him. Have you seen this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he straight up checked himself into a mental hospital. Like, the dude went crazy.
Yeah.
But like, you could see it happening. He was also a Disney kid, which is kind of interesting. Mm-hmm. Disney kid, and then went. I don't know if you know Holes though. Holes
everybody knows Holes.
Holes fire.
That's Disney the best movie he ever did.
It might be. It might actually. Transformers 1 was pretty fire. Pretty fire.
That's that mainstream Michael Bay's.
Oh, Michael Bay's. Actually, this is kind of interesting. Michael Bay's that you bring that up. Let's make everybody's last name plural from now on.
I've been doing it since the beginning of time.
Okay, everybody's name can be plural from now on. But anyway, Michael Bay's. There's a kid that skates for the shop who that I work at, and he skates for Santa Cruz Skateboards. His name's Jake Wooten. Go check him out. This kid is unbelievable. Like, if you thought there was talent on a skateboard, you haven't seen this kid yet. Like, this is talent. This kid is in some Michael Bay movie. Like, Michael Bay flew his ass out to France or like Italy or something. I think it was Italy. And was like, I want you to grind this rail. We're going to put you in a harness, but you're going to grind this rail. And Jake was like, nah, bro. This ain't Gleaming the Cube. This ain't some shit from the 80s. Like, you got to put me into some shit to do this. And they put him in a full harness strapped to a crane. Had to make him a kicker ramp. Had to lay out the ground because it's Italy and the ground is old as hell. So he couldn't even roll on it. Mm-hmm. And the rail, I swear to you, he said this rail was like a 20-stair rail. And it was a curved 20-stair rail. And this dude said, oh, yeah, we want you to grind the inside rail. So the one where if you fall off, you're falling off like a cliff, right? And straight up, they were like, he was like, okay, I guess. So they made him in a harness, ollie from a kicker ramp onto a curved 20-stair rail in some crusty ass Italy ground.
Mm.
My man did it though. He a G. He gonna be pro in a year probably.
I guess.
I know for a fact he's already been offered it, so he's just waiting. From rumor is he's waiting on a Thrasher part to drop.
Cool.
You should look him up. You'd actually be psyched on his footage. Anyway, weird tangent. Sorry about that. You know what I'm saying? What were we talking about?
I'll tell you why I do the plural thing to everybody's name.
That's your Pasleys. Okay.
You know what? You know where I got that from? From them Key and Peels.
Oh, Key and Peels?
You know when they do the
Keys and Peels?
Keys and Peels. When they do the bellhops.
I haven't watched all the Key and Peels.
But you know the bellhops.
No.
Were they like them Liam Neeson's though? Them Liam Neeson's movies?
Maybe.
That's my shit.
Maybe.
That's my shit.
Maybe.
That's why I say everybody's name in plural now, because of that sketch.
All right. Oh, shit. What? You know, we've been talking about this for 15 minutes, plural names, and then went on some weird stories. And in the meantime, I only have like 10% beer left, probably. Shout out Bearded Iris again, you know what I'm saying?
I guess the only thing we could do is
No. We have two things to go over.
To go over two more things.
Two more things.
Not let me finish as you know.
One
Pat,
little thing.
You know, Pat be Disney. Pat be Disney. The way we cut people off. Damn, virtually cutting off. God damn.
You know, I can't be letting my dude Drew talk. You know what I'm saying?
Don't know what I'll be saying.
Oh no. Here's the first thing I wanted to say. So we've been talking about a lot in the last episode. We talked a lot about protests and Black Lives Matter and all the stuff that 2020 is throwing at us. So I'm going to combine the last two things that me and Drew put in our quick sixer doc, and then we're going to get to the little things. But in the meantime, we're going to talk about. Going to talk about kids in Alabama throwing COVID-19 parties. So let me give you the background on this, Drew.
All right.
Background is University of Alabama kids have been throwing COVID-19 parties where you go to the party, you throw some money in a pot. People that have COVID-19 are invited. Okay.
Oh.
And whoever gets it first, whoever gets infected first, gets the money pot. Okay. That's the first part of this. Second part is a lot of cities have been moving back and forth between phase 2 and phase 3 of reopening.
Mm-hmm.
And downtown Nashville, I don't know. Well, you've been there. I brought you there. Has party buses and all sorts of weird shit. Party tractors, party pedal buses, the whole thing. Those things are open right now. You can do that. Dude, I don't know. The thing is, like, the whole point of this whole topic is, like, why are people doing this? Also, why can't we just, like, as America, we're on this 4th of July kick right now. Why can't we just man up and wear face masks and stay home until this shit is done? Like, what is the issue? And
it's also, not American.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Dude, how all right. I'm gonna call you motherfuckers out. Me and Drew's generation was not about to have no COVID-19 parties. Fuck you. It wasn't gonna happen. Sorry. Like, it wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, y'all crazy for that shit.
You saw this, right?
I did not see it, but you telling me that made me real disgusted.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just like, dude, I know we were dumb at like 18, 19, you know, going into our early 20s, but like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, you can drink at home. You don't got to do this. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you got all these like technologies. You can do all the nasty shit you want to do online now. You don't got to go to these parties to do that. You
Oh,
look
I agree.
disappointed. You look
I'm
disappointed.
disappointed in our society.
Oh, damn. Your
I
energy
mean,
just dropped so hard. I can feel your energy right now. It dropped so bad just now.
it dropped because that COVID-19 dropping on these parties.
Oh, shit. Yeah, yeah. And shout out to Florida hitting that 11,000 mark in one day.
Yo, there's some dumb people living in Florida.
I, I,
Florida man? I know Florida man behind all of it.
he might be biting everybody, licking everybody. I don't know. What do you do?
I saw a video today of this woman, this like middle-aged woman got kicked out of this bar and she wasn't happy with it. And she came back and started licking on the door, the glass
No,
door.
she didn't.
And I was like, that's Pat.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh no. You know what?
Which I do want to say this one thing before you go on. So I didn't get to say what I've been watching, and last night I watched Train to Busan. You see this movie?
Oh, how is it?
It's good. Shouts out to my boy Madison for telling me to watch it because I enjoyed it. But
should we mention Madison every episode from now on?
We should mention Madison every episode.
All right.
But this whole like what we're going through, if you watch a movie about a pandemic, if you watch a movie that like about like infected people and like doing what you're supposed to be doing and like it really puts it in perspective because like you see how crazy shit in a fantasy world can get if you don't listen to what society tells you to do. And I mean, I guess like Train to Busan's more would like fall under more like a conspiracy theory, but it's a zombie movie, obviously.
All right.
It's fucking dope though, and they need people doing this on the glass.
Oh no!
Just like that woman at the pub, and that's why I was like, damn, this is like Train to Busan. This woman.
Oh no!
Oh no! For those of you who just listen to this, I'm just sitting there moving my tongue back and forth.
No, he's not doing a little bit more than that. YouTube. Look at the YouTube for this.
You
just go to this part of the YouTube. That's terrifying. I don't know. Anything else you've been watching?
I am watching something I'm a little embarrassed to say.
No, there's no embarrassment. We already talked about turtles. We talked about
No, this is worse.
Oh,
I've been watching. You want me to embarrass myself? I've been watching How to Get Away with Murder. You ever watch that show? Yeah.
No, but that's some shit you would watch, so I'm not surprised at all.
I love fucking like softball entertainment, like primetime TV ass drama. I get into that shit because I am easily entertained.
You're gonna be that CSI type ass dad at night. Like, you're gonna be that dude. Don't interrupt my episode. I haven't seen this one. They're about to figure out who the killer is.
It's gonna be soon.
That's what's up. There was another show I watched. I forget. Dude, I swear to you, TV and entertainment and stuff just in this lockdown, or I guess is it a lockdown at this point still?
We ain't on lockdown.
We're not, right?
We're not on a quarantine either.
Well, this year. We'll just say this year because I've been working from home and doing this from home, everything from home, right? Dude, I don't know about you, but like entertainment, anything I can get my hands on is just flying by. Like it's not nothing's like taking hold, like I don't know, but what do you think? Like nothing's like latching in. Like this is gonna take a lasting effect on me. I think it's more of just like a general, like, oh well, I just got through that, like here we go.
Are you saying like maybe in a year from now when all this is over, you're not gonna be like fidgety about it? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm saying last year at this time, the Stranger Things Part 3 came out, right?
Okay.
I was so excited to watch that. But if it came out right now, I'd just be like, oh shit, add it to the queue. You know, it wouldn't be as impactful
Why you say that?
because I just don't think like we have so much free time. Not maybe not free time, but like there's no commutes, right? There's no commutes. There's no office hours because we're in home offices, most of us. And the shit that you got to do, like housework wise, like I cut the yard on like Friday afternoon, right? Like it wasn't a thing. Like it's just like it's so weird being like fully at home for everything to where like the things you look forward to outside of like your normal day to day aren't things that you really like are really looking forward to, you know?
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's like it kind of like diminishes like things that would be kind of special, I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
I feel you.
Yeah. Well, you know how it is. But anyways, that's that. Let's leave it at that, I guess. Last on our list, I don't know if Senor Drew Pasley wants to introduce this last topic, but it has been a staple of the Quick Sixer brand for at least a while. Go ahead, Drew.
So we're going to talk about the little thing.
Oh, yeah, it's your boy. It's your boys get serious.
It's when your boys get serious. It's when the topics matter the most. The little things always there to ground us.
Yeah.
To keep us whole.
Oh, shit. That's eloquent. You know what I'm saying?
You know, your boy gets real eloquent after 3 beers. You know what I'm saying? The eloquence. The eloquence.
The eloquence. You know what I'm saying? I see you're wearing that Santa Monica's Brew Works.
That Santa Monica's?
Shout out to them. That Santa Monica's. The Santa's Monica's.
I'll say they're the only sponsor that we had that commented back after they listened and said, gave us some notes. They were like, "Oh yeah." They were like, "Y'all messed up a few details, but you know what? Y'all seem like you had a good time."
You know what? That's the goal. That's the goal, right? All right, Pasley, come on.
Little did they know
that's the goal.
That we started that episode and messed up big time and had to restart it after already having 1 beer. So like the whole intro, we were already tipsy. So of course we messed up our topics. Of course we messed up the specifics on their brewery. But you know what? Those were awesome. Speaking of nostalgia, they were the ones that had all of those cool titles like for their beers, like
they did.
Ninja Turtles, the titles and stuff like that.
Yeah, anyway. I remember you being psyched on that. I should have known. I should have known the Ninja Turtle thing then.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what's also cool about them is you can get off the train and go straight to their brewery. Like there's no like Uber or anything like that. You can walk straight there, that's pretty unique, I think, in LA.
Yeah.
Anyway, little things.
Little things. What is my little thing? Well, a little thing last week was pretty big. I realize now, thinking about like people who notice you, you know, because it turns out to be big. So I'm gonna try and actually go little this time and like.
All right.
I think. This is very little, and it has nothing to do with society or no big motive.
All right.
My little thing is when you put a beer in the freezer.
Oh, shit.
15 minutes before you open it, and you get it nice and crispy. And then you open it, and there's like that little mist that comes out, that little... And then you take
cracks
that first,
and it does like it does a breath.
Yeah, it has that little breath that comes out. And then you just take that first sip and it just like
oldest.
This the coldest, crispiest sip. That is my little thing. That makes me feel happy. You wouldn't
every time.
Mm-hmm.
Every time. Yeah.
Cheers to that.
No, yes. Well, I can't anymore. I'm done. I've been done.
I know. I just sipped some backwash.
Yeah. My little thing is the fact that we're actually doing this. I thought for a long time that Quick Sixer died in July of 2017, but it turns out that it didn't, and we just had to think about a new way to do it, and this happens to be it. So yeah, my little thing is like getting to do this with the homie, with the bro. So that's my little thing, is like I look forward to this, even though I don't know, Drew can testify to this, I stressed the fuck out about doing this show too much, like way too much.
And it don't make sense to me either.
I mean, I'm telling you right now, it doesn't make sense to me. So it's a weird thing that I personally deal with all the time.
I know why though. Let me tell you why.
I think I know what you're gonna say, but yes,
it's because you care. It's because you want to do good, and I know that feeling. Like, to me, this is a fun. Like, even if we do get a lot of sponsors that like expect for us to do it, like it's still a hobby to me because I've got so much other stuff going on. But like, I understand that level of like perfection, because most people don't know this, but when Pat was a producer in the film industry, everything that he did, he had to do it perfect. Like, even when we were in school, this motherfucker was working night shifts at FedEx, coming back and had binders, trifolds, just fucking waiting for class, like everything organized and shit. And I was like, damn, this dude really doing the damn thing. So I could see why it means so much to like do it right, because this is just like the way you are. It's a personality trait, you know?
I do appreciate that. Yeah. That, I mean, Drew's not lying. When I was in school, when we were in school, that is how I did it. Like, I think it was more of I was the first generation of like my mom and dad going to college, and the thing I decided to do happened to be on the artsy side of things to choose from. And I was like, shit, well, if I'm going to do that, then I have to put in this level of
like work ethic.
Yeah, maybe work ethic. And also, the reason I was working at FedEx at the time is because I had to pay my way through college, which was also another added layer to that cake. So it was a thing that like I knew what was at stake, and I could not stand failing. Like, it was not a thing I was going to do. So yeah, I think that's kind of put in a certain level of perfection on the things I want to do. So when we started Quick Sixer, our first version of this show,
yeah,
I was like, this, I don't
know. So nervous,
dude. The first time Drew said, all right, fuck it, we're recording this thing,
Buffalo Wild Wings,
was at a B-Dubs in Sherman Oaks. And I
got so pissed.
Swear to you, I was pissed. I was fucking nervous. But he hit the record, and I swear to you, there was a switch and it was on. I was like, all right, fuck it, let's go. And that's kind of the thing. Like, it's, if I'm put on the spot, it's something that I'm not gonna fail at. And if this is, and I think that was kind of the same routine I was going with the first version of this show, was like, at a certain point we were doing it for fun, but then it got down the line and it was like, where are we going with this? And I was like, all right, well, we should try to do something that other people know about besides our friends. So maybe we should get the word out. Maybe we should try to get sponsors, this and that, whatever. And turns out that other people were into the idea of free advertisement, which is what the only thing we could really offer. And it's still kind of the only thing we can offer. But that was enough because we wanted to get the word out about small breweries and like places we've been, beers we tried, and like cool people that are in LA that like you don't get. I don't know. You don't. LA is such a hard place to make friends and to make good friends and to make good contacts is such a hard thing there. So when we started doing this, and me and Drew were already close, but we were like, we want to make something and put our stamp on it. We wanted to make it our own. And to make it our own was to bring ourselves to places and meet people and tell their story. So I think my work ethic towards it was definitely selfish at the first part of it. But once we establish some form of, I don't know, some form of flow to our project, I think it really was like, all right, well, how can we help other people out? I don't know. I think that's how it goes, man. You do your thing until you get good at it, and then you try to help other people do it. So
good.
Yeah, see, boy. You know what I'm saying? Also, I mean, Drew's not undercutting this shit. Like, I was fucking busting my ass at school. Fuck that. Like, and back in the, when I was moving out to Nashville, I actually emailed one of our professors. I didn't ever tell you this, Drew. And I was like, yo, what's up with getting jobs at U of M? What's up? What's going on with that? I straight up trying to get a job at our old college, trying to hustle our old professor. And he was like, nah, bro, you got to have a doctor for that.
Ain't no way you're going to get a U of M job.
I was like, nah, dude, I don't got time for that shit. It's useless anyway. But yeah, that's my little thing, is this show. It gives me and my boy Drew an excuse to get together. It also gives us an excuse to try to shout out people we like, things we like, topics, and things you should be watching or listening to. Also, I don't know if you know, shout out to Lil Wayne, has dropped 3 albums this year.
Damn.
Yeah. 3. Well, not 3. 2.5, really. 2 plus a deluxe edition had like 6 extra songs. So 3, I say. But like, who's dropping shit like that? Like, no one. Anyway, shout out to you, boy, him. But yeah, that's my little thing, is this show. And it's going to get bigger, better. We're going to have guests. We're going to have sponsors. I'm going to get Drew sent some shit.
Oh, that's what I'm waiting on.
You know what I'm saying? It's been your boys. It's been your boys. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. But I guess this is it. I don't know. You got anything to say, Drew?
Nah, I'm good.
All right. Well, we don't know when it's going to be, but catch us on next episode. Email us if you have any topics or anything you want us to talk about. quicksixerpodcast@gmail.com. Quicksixercast on Twitter and Instagram and all stuff. Join our Facebook page if you can. Drop us a line, whatever. It's been your boy, Pat R.S. Drew Pasley. Later.
Bye.